back, Rams. I'm Nathan.
And I'm Selayna. This is our first broadcast since winter break. We hope you all had a great holiday.
How's your school been?
My school's been great. It's great to get back into sort of a regular schedule, but the break was definitely needed. What about you?
Yeah, I needed the break as well. I got a lot of extra sleep.
That's great. Now let's see how our sports teams have been doing since we've been back these few weeks.
Hey Rams, it's Sonja coming back with your weekly style of sports. Last week, our boys basketball team took a close loss against Mount Tahoma 68-69, and later in the week came back and took the win against Bonnie Lake 60-51. The girls basketball team also took on Mount Tahoma and Bonnie Lake, winning versus Mount Tahoma 54-39 and an unfortunate loss against Bonnie Lake. On Saturday, the boys swim team will travel to Bremerton for a 9-team swim meet. The girls wrestling team traveled to Kelso for the Invitational Friday and Saturday. We are super proud for each and every young lady's performance this weekend. Keeley and True advanced to the semifinal for Saturday. At the end of the day, True would face off with Olivia from Morrisville, Washington High School, who was ranked number 2 in the nation at 190 pounds. True put up a great fight, taking Olivia to the mat and scoring the first 2 points, but Olivia prevailed with the win. True finished second place in the Invitational. The girls' invitation in Kelso is the largest girls' tournament in the nation, with 95 schools and 760 girl wrestlers in attendance. Of the 760 girls on Friday, 350 girls made it to the semis. Again, we are proud of the 8 girls which we have and their overall performance this past weekend, and look forward to our first home duel today. Please come out and support our girls and boys wrestlers. In esports, the Silas Rams played arch rival Wilson Central of Tennessee on Tuesday and beat them in their head-to-head match 3-0. Jacob Mullet was the leading scorer with 9 goals. Zach Sheen scored 6 times, and Max Stencil had 1 goal. The Rams play for the championship this week against national powerhouse Scythe and Lubbock, Texas. Wish the Rams luck. That's all we have for you this week. Now back to you.
Thanks, Sonja.
I wish I would have remembered a coat. It was colder than I thought today.
Yeah. Well, luckily, Maddie has our 4-day weather forecast, so we know what's to expect in the next coming days.
Good morning, Rams. I'm Maddie, and I'm here with your weekly Ram weather. Did you know wildfires sometimes create tornadoes made of fire called fire whirls? Now it's time for our 4-day weather forecast. Thursday's looking to be rainy with a high of 53 and a low of 48. Friday's looking to have showers with a high of 54 and a low of 47. Saturday will look rainy with a high of 53 and a low of 44. And finally, Sunday will have light rain with a high of 50 and a low of 42. That's all I have for you this week. Now back to you.
Thanks, Maddie. On to our next segment, which has a little insight from our principal.
Here's McKenna bringing us Ramily with Ray.
Hello, Rams. I'm here with another question from Miss Ray. Today's question is, what's the craziest thing you did in high school?
Hello, Rams. For this week's Ramily with Ray, this should be a good one. I've been asked, what's the worst thing I did in high school? This should be funny. Except that I'm a square, and I was always very busy. So, I can think of 2 examples. One, I did get detention once for yelling at a teacher who was cruel to my brother. I guess I was a principal in the making, or at least it was my perception that he was cruel to my brother. So I did get detention once for that. Probably could have been worse than detention. But really, the worst thing that I did in high school is I played basketball, and I swam, and I played fast pitch. And my time in school was right when junior highs switched to middle schools. And so there were some funding issues. So there were no sports when I was in middle school. And so I never played basketball until my freshman year of high school because as far as club stuff, I swam, club swimming for Tacoma Swim Club, but I didn't play any basketball. So I was terrible. And I didn't know how to use my body, and I'm a big person, and I didn't, I was always taught to be a nice girl. And so once I figured out, I'm actually supposed to get big and be tough, and I was a post player, of course. So the worst thing that I did is that I used to foul really hard and then stand over you and look at you and not help you up. Now, if I saw y'all doing that, I'd be very upset. I was a bad girl. That's all I got. Go Rams.
Thank you for your response. That's all from me.
Thanks, B-Ray.
ASB has some important information for us. this week, so let's go over to them.
Hey Rams, don't forget to attend the Snowball hosted by your junior class on February 3rd from 8 to 10 p.m. in the gym. If you want to bring a guest, forms are available in Mrs. McFarland's and the main office. Return your forms by January 27th.
To see if your guest got approved, there will be a list posted outside of Mrs. McFarland's office, which can take up to 2 days after turning it in.
And remember, if you have an ASB membership, tickets will only cost you $5. If you do not have an ASB, the ticket is $35 and includes an ASB membership.
You can also check with Mrs. McFarland to see if you qualify for free and reduced lunch, which can reduce the $35 ticket price to only $5. Bye, Rams. Now back to you.
What's up, Rams? I hope you don't get scared by superstitions, because this Friday the 13th, your ASB is hosting a movie night where we will be watching Lights Out.
Doors open at 6, and we hope to see all of you there, unless you're scared.
Every time I turn off the lights, there's this woman waiting in the shadows.
I see her too. Each one of us is being haunted by this thing.
Mom?
Hey, Martin, what's up? Did we wake you?
What?
A long time ago, I had a friend named Diana. And something really bad happened to her.
Everyone is afraid of the dark. And that's what she feeds on.
Show yourself.
Becca? Are we gonna die?
No, we need to find more light.
Thanks, ASB.
In observance in Martin Luther King Jr. Day, there's no school on Monday the 16th.
Here is Nadia with some important information on MLK.
Hey Rams, I'm Nadia. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is a federal holiday in the United States, marking the birthday of Martin Luther King Jr. It is observed on the third Monday of January each year. Born in 1929, King's actual birthday is January 15. He rose the force of the civil rights movement in 1955 with the Montgomery bus boycott that followed the arrest of Rosa Parks, an African-American woman who had violated the city's segregation ordinance when she refused to give her seat on a bus to a white passenger. Martin Luther King delivered the speech, "I Have a Dream," on August 28, 1963 during the March on Washington. A call for equality and freedom, it became one of the defining moments of the civil rights movement and one of the most iconic speeches in American history. No figure is more closely identified with the mid-20th century struggle for civil rights than Martin Luther King. His adoption of nonviolent resistance to achieve equal rights for Black Americans earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964. Martin Luther King Day celebrates the life and legacy of a man who brought hope and healing to America. His words were inspiring, but they weren't just words that he voiced. He actually lived a life fighting for freedom and justice. He withstood threats against his life as a result of standing up for his beliefs. Martin Luther King Day is a day of service. His followers use this day to help out at shelter, hospitals, and even prisons. People volunteer to help feed the homeless. They mentor children that come from life of struggle and essentially help to make the community a better place. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Nadia. It is definitely important for us to remember such a monumental figure like MLK.
Absolutely, and we hope all of you have taken time to learn and reflect on who Dr. King was this Monday.
That's all we have for you this week.
Until next time,
Great to be a Ram.